Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. I hope you're doing well. I want to take a second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Sagittarius out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Remember, the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, Sagittarius, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Sagittarius? Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, you are starting out with the Three of Swords. You have the Prince of Cups in the reverse. That's the same as the Page of Cups. And you have Courage in the reverse. The Strength card. All right, so Sagittarius, you're going through a very difficult time. I feel like you're feeling a bit heartbroken right now. This could be a newer relationship that has ended. I feel like you've kind of pulled yourself back. You're not really opening yourself up right now because you're in this painful situation. It's like you're trying to find the courage and the strength to open your heart back up. You're trying to find a way to get through this. So let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Sagittarius energy. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. That's a tough energy that you're dealing with for those that I'm reading for. All right, so the person in your energy has the Ten of Cups. Queen of Swords, you might be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. And the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so that shows me then why you're feeling this way. So this is deceit. Something lying, cheating, stealing. Something here has been revealed. Whatever it is, you're aware of it. You know about it. I do feel like this person is very guarded right now. They do want to talk to you. It's like they want to explain themselves is what I'm seeing. And they're seeing you as being very distant, which in fact I think you are. You've really pulled your emotions back. You may feel that this person owes you an apology. And they probably do with this Seven of Swords in the reverse. They do see you as being happiness, you know, being with you has been a happy time for them. So I also see though that this person tends to be a little transactional with how they navigate relationships. They don't just openly give. It's like, you do this for me and maybe I'll do this for you. So I can understand. Let me see the energy between Sagittarius and this person. The King of Pentacles. All right, so you might be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. So what I'm seeing here is that with the King of Pentacles, you're working on your own stability. It's related to this heartbreak and this pain. I do feel like you have kind of gone icy. There's an icy feeling with this person. You're definitely now working on your own stability. I'm wondering if this person might be involved elsewhere for some of you. Let me see what's affecting this connection. Four of Wands in the reverse. That's the ending of a relationship. But I will tell you that it seems almost insurmountable to this person to do this. But it's either a marriage or a long-standing relationship is ending here, possibly with an air sign. And it's not on your side. It looks like it's on their side. This almost looks, Sagittarius, like this is somebody who you may have just recently met. And I do feel like you feel this person should apologize to you. Like maybe they didn't present their circumstances completely honestly, you know. They definitely want to explain themselves. They want to talk to you about it. And what are they going to tell you? Well, they're telling you that something here is ending. It's almost like this person, this was one of your worst fears. And they brought it to the forefront. Let's see your outcome. Show me the outcome for Sagittarius. The Moon in reverse. Yep. You're going to let this, if they do reach out to you, you're going to let this person know, look, you know, there's no stability in this. You owe me an apology. I know what you did. And I also feel that, I also feel like you're going to tell them, you really did the worst thing in the world you could have done to me. You made things appear very different than they were. And now you're just trying to figure out how to work this through, how to overcome it. And you feel like you should not have had to do that. And I don't blame you. So, bottom of the deck is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This is underlying energy. It could indicate, like I said earlier, that this person is ending something that is a long-standing connection. But I also feel like with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, that's a loss. That's a deep, deep loss that you're trying to now navigate and work through. It's caused a lot of pain. I'm seeing third-party energy, I have to be honest. And I will also tell you that you've kind of put a ice wall around your heart here. And I can understand why. So you may also feel this person wasn't thinking about things from a long-term perspective. So let's clarify your reading here, Sagittarius. Okay, so why is the Three of Swords here for Sagittarius? Page of Wands and the Moon. Yeah, somebody may have told you this. Somebody may have come to you and said, hey, Sagittarius, I think you need to know that this person is involved elsewhere, that they're married or they have another, connection. I feel like somebody brought this news to you. It was news of a secret, and that's what caused all the pain. Whatever that secret is, the Moon is now in the reverse. And so it's out in the open, but it looks like somebody brought you that information, and it was cutting. It was difficult and hard to hear. Why is the Prince of Cups in reverse? Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands reversed. Yeah, you feel this person owes you an apology. They represented themselves as being single and ready to mingle, And so, because I feel like you're showing up here as single, Sagittarius. And so I feel like you feel this person owes you an apology. And the only way to resolve this is if this person actually does end that other connection and they do approach you as fully single. I feel like you would, listen to them. You would be open to resolving these issues and these problems, because I feel like you'd like to talk to this person. You'd like to work this out, but this person hurts you. They definitely very much hurt you. Now, I also feel like, Sagittarius, you know your value, you know your worth, and I feel like you are very independent-minded. I feel like you do well financially, but you got to that point through overcoming obstacles. It wasn't easy. And so I do feel that you're not going to allow this person to come in and absolutely destabilize everything that you've worked for. So that's why you put that wall up. Let me see courage in reverse for Sagittarius. Okay, so we have judgment in reverse. And we have the Seven of Cups. You may feel that you made a poor judgment call with this person, because you definitely have options. You know it, they know it. But the thing is that you feel that this person saw you as an option, and you want nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. You're too high value to even entertain that. And so I definitely feel that, I definitely feel like you are very well aware that while you have a lot of options, not all of those options are good for you or what you want. And you may feel that you used poor judgment in becoming involved with this person. So and that's based upon what was revealed to you. So let me look at their energy. Spirit, why is the Ten of Cups here for the person in Sagittarius energy? Temperance. You might be dealing with another Sagittarius. And the King of Wands. It could also be a Aries or a Leo. I'm getting strong Leo energy for some reason. Now, I will say that this person does want to repair the damage that has been done here. They want to balance this out. You see, I feel like you're dealing with somebody that sees you as being someone that they were led to, that the two of you are supposed to be together, like you were a gift to them, and it was unexpected. I do feel like this person has options. They have a lot of different options, and I feel like they're very attractive. They're very charismatic. This is somebody who is used to getting what they want. But then here you came along, Sagittarius, and now all they could think about was you because you made them happy. So I don't feel like whatever they're involved with currently is what makes them happy, but you did, and you were unforgettable to them. So now they definitely want to heal this. Let me see the Queen of Swords. Show me the Queen of Swords in this person's energy. Okay, Eight of Cups and the Strength card in reverse. That's in your energy. So yeah, they know full well that what they did here is why you put up those boundaries, why you put up your guard. This person knows that basically you walked away because they hand-delivered your worst fear. And so you walked away from this. They also realize that they need to work on themselves, especially with regard to honesty in this connection. They know that they have to come towards you in an honest way. Otherwise, you know, it's a no-go. You won't have anything to do with them. They're trying to find the courage to come towards you. So let me look at, and they know full well why you walked away from this. So not only do you know your value, they know your value too. Let me see the Seven of Swords reversed. Let's try that again, because I feel like that's a very important card. Seven of Swords reversed. Queen of Swords, again, very strong air sign energy. Four of Cups. And the Six of Swords reversed. This person is stuck in chaos right now. I really do feel that they're trying to walk away from an air sign. Somebody that, you know, they have a long history with, but they're not in love with. And it's a chaotic situation. It's a chaotic relationship. So they know that they're going to have to move away from that situation, and they feel stuck for some reason. So they're trying to figure out how to go about walking away from that. They're trying to find the courage to walk away from this person. I'm really getting that for a lot of you, this person has somebody in their life who is very stern, almost a taskmaster, you know. And then here Sagittarius came in all light and happy, and they just couldn't take their eyes off of you, Sagittarius. So they don't want to let this connection get away, and they're very well aware that this Queen of Swords energy is what is preventing this from coming together. They've got chaos in their life right now, and they're going to have to focus on that in order to get to the point where they can walk away from this. So let me see the energy between Sagittarius and this person. Show me the King of Pentacles. Taurus, Libra energy is here. All right, so we have the Empress in reverse, and we have the Fool. You feel that this person disrespected you. Yeah, you definitely do. You feel that this person disrespected you by not being honest with you about being in another connection. And so I do feel that, you know, you feel this is not going to grow. It's not going to become what it could have been, because I feel like you had such high hopes for it. And at this point, you're like, no, this is not going to grow. So you pulled back for sure. Not only did you put up that wall around your heart, but I feel like before you were happy, you were like very nurturing, and now you're not. This person wants a new beginning. They want a new beginning with you, but they have to close out something else in order to get that. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Let me see this Four of Wands in reverse. It almost feels insurmountable to them walking away from this Queen of Swords. So I feel like it's not going to be an easy task for whatever reason. Ace of Swords reversed and the Knight of Swords reversed. You feel they lied to you. I do feel like they did not give you the clarity. So you're not currently there doesn't look to be any communication between the two of you. You're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on your stability, on your money. And I do feel like there's no communication. Would you work it out? Yes, but only if they end that other connection and they come to you with honesty and clarity. And an apology, is for that matter. And this person is very well aware of why you've walked away from the connection. They've also lied to this other person, this Queen of Swords. So they're trying to figure out how in the world they can find the courage and the strength to leave that other connection. It looks like for some of you, they've been in that connection for a long time, or perhaps they were married to this person. But I feel like they're kind of stuck in chaos now because it came out into the open. So not only do you know now that this person was involved elsewhere, but this person they're involved with knows about you as well. So, and they're fully aware that they did not respect this connection. So I feel like they're feeling guilty too. Let me see the outcome for Sagittarius. Yeah, this is quite a mess. And I don't feel like it's it had to be, you know. Show me the outcome for Sagittarius. Two of Cups reversed. The Five of Swords. Page of Pentacles reversed. And the Two of Swords reversed. Woof. There's conflict all over the place. So I feel like when this news came out, when the secret here was revealed, I feel like there was conflict between you and this person. There was conflict between him and this Queen of Swords. I feel like, you know, there was just conflict everywhere. It ended this connection, and you feel like this person, you know, didn't offer you anything. And you definitely have other options. So I feel like this person triggered a lot of your fears here. I feel like there was a lot of confusion, a lot of arguing, a lot of really, really bad vibes that ended this connection. Now, you're open to talking to this person, I feel like. They're wondering that, by the way. But you feel like you used a bad judgment call in this situation. So I don't think you'll go back with this person if they're not offering you what it is that you want. And I don't blame you, okay? You're basically saying, I'm going to fight for my own, you know, stability here. There were secrets. You weren't being honest with me. You weren't being upfront with me. So I'm not fighting for this connection. I'm fighting for myself, okay? My own stability. And in the midst of that, it's very painful for you. And there's a deep loss that's been here. So in their energy, they will fight for you, Sagittarius. They've already made up their mind they're going to. They're now just trying to figure out how they're going to do that, because they're fighting a battle on the home front now with this Queen of Swords. And I do feel like this person hasn't been honest with that person either. So they're going to have to handle that situation, create that ending before it's even possible for them to come back towards you. And right now, their life is chaos. because of decisions that they made. So they're afraid that this opportunity is gonna pass them by, and I think they're gonna fight for this connection here, but it's gonna take a minute to do so because they're in such unstable territory everywhere they look because of their decisions, and they're aware of it. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. So I do feel that this connection will come back together. It might not be like in the very near term, because like at the end of the week, I'm still seeing that there's conflict all over the place between you and them, between them and this Queen of Swords, you know, just in general in their life and in yours because of this situation. But I do think that in the future, what's underlying this is a reconciliation and an ending of a long-term connection. So, you know, I guess you have to decide if you still want this connection, you know, if they do come back towards you. So, and I do feel like at some point they're going to, for sure. Very strong Gemini energy is here. Libra is very strong. Taurus, let's see, could be a Leo, Aries, or another Sagittarius. All right, let's pull a oracle card and see if we can get you some advice, Sagittarius. Yeah, you have number 25, and this card is called Alchemy. So let's read that. The path you are on is about to go through a very powerful transformation. Nothing is how it seems. You have an opportunity to take a big leap in your level of consciousness. It's extremely important that you focus on letting go of any negativity and beliefs that no longer serve you. You have access to the energy of alchemy, which can transform the most challenging experiences into incredible gifts and miracles. Meditate and take action on your highest goals and dreams. They are on their way to coming true. Let go of your expectations. What is about to appear can surpass anything that you've dreamed of. The most important part is that you are prepared and ready to receive. The energy around you is very potent at the moment, so make sure that you're using this time as productively as possible. Give yourself time for prayer, gratitude, and celebration. So I do feel like there was a very strong chemistry between you and this person. Just be aware that right now, Sagittarius, you are in a strong manifestational mode. So be sure that, you know, you're manifesting what it is that you actually do want, and focus on what you want and not what you don't want. All right, I hope that this is helpful to you, Sagittarius. If you have resonated with this, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype this video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Sagittarius, please know that you are loved, and namaste.